Good afternoon and welcome to Sunshine Report. Kunle Ariyo is my name. The Ondo State Governor Loki Aiyedatiwa says all hands must be on deck to overcome some of the challenges facing cocoa production which limit the economic prosperity of the state and particularly the farmers. Governor Aiyedatiwa at our two-day National Cocoa Stakeholders Workshop and Excellent Award in Akwa.
By creating an environment that is enabling in terms of security. You know what we are doing in security. If you could do your research properly, there have not been any cocoa farmers or cocoa farms that have been ravaged by any of these bandits because of the security measure we have put in place. Apart from those who have encroached in the deep forest that we are not even aware their existence in those locations, far into the forest, the border community with other states. That is an area we're having some encouragement that is enabling in terms of security. You know what we are doing in security. If you could do your research properly, there have not been any cocoa farmers or cocoa farms that have been ravaged by any of these bandits because of the security measures we have put in place. Apart from those who have encroached in the deep forest that we are not even aware their existence in those locations, far into the forest, the border community with other states. That is an area we're having some incursions once in a while. And you are aware of the measure we have put in place, even though we did not know before now that they are farming in such location. Because of the incident, one or two incidents that happened about 2 months ago, we have also deployed our own security strategy into those locations, and that is why the state has been very, very peaceful, and the farmers are safe in their various farms. And that is one of the ways we can actually um, enhance the production of cocoa by creating that safe environment for all our farmers, irrespective of where they are located within the state. And apart from that, infrastructure, road network, more particularly the Rural Access Road, is a program that is designed to allow um, farmers to have easy access to their farms in the various farm settlements. It's a deliberate and intentional program that we'll be part of, which is called RAMP, Rural Access and Marketing Program, that goes into the farm settlement from town, so that it can be easy of movement of going to farms, of bringing produce from the farm settlement down to town, where we have the warehouses and all of that. Not only that, security agents will also be able to move, you know, from town to those various locations through the access road that we are creating. These are some of the things we are doing, apart from other things that I said during my keynote address about providing fertilizer, seedlings, high yield seedlings for them to boost their production. We're also encouraging our youth to embrace agric and agribusiness. We are happy that some of them are beginning to look into that direction, especially with the current price of cocoa both locally and in the international market. All of these we are doing to further maintain our lead as the leading cocoa producing state in Nigeria.
That was the Ondo State Governor Loki Aiyedatiwa speaking there. Meanwhile, the attention of Ondo State government has been drawn to reports of protest by some cocoa farmers over farm settlements in the state. The state government, in a statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor, Ebenezer Adeniyon, said the report contained misleading claims, emotional distortions, and deliberate misrepresentation. Fruits, often referred to as a pure delight, are packed with essential nutrients, vitamins, and minerals that offer immense health benefits. Despite rising prices, food sellers and buyers in Akure Ondo State capital says sales have continued to grow, driven by increasing awareness of the health benefits of regular fruit consumption. Our correspondent Abidemi Akintoye has details as presented from our studios.
Fruits are sweet, fleshy products of plants, typically containing seeds, and they play a vital role in human and animal nutrition. From apples to mangoes, grapes to papayas, and watermelons to pineapples, the fruit basket is globally diverse and delicious. These natural treats are rich in vitamin C, potassium, and dietary fiber. They help prevent heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and even certain types of cancer, earning them the title Nature's Medicine. Beyond disease prevention, fruits aid digestion, promote healthy skin, and boost brain function, especially in children. Nutritionists are therefore advocating for increased fruit intake in school meals and family diets. According to our nutritionist, Kikelomo Adejumo, fruits are essential to our balanced diet and offer wide-ranging benefits.
The minerals and vitamins which are very, very good for the body. And let me take for instance the vitamin A. Vitamin A is, although it's not present as vitamin A, it's present in the fruit as carotenoid, but the body can process it, can convert it to vitamin A. That is our carrots and also other fruits too. You have the mango, a lot of vitamin C in the mango. You know what vitamin C is? It prevents scurvy, and also so many other fruits that we have. And you can take any one that is in season. So majorly they contain minerals and vitamins. And minerals and vitamins are known as eating hunger. Majorly in this part of the world, we don't see fruits and vegetables as food, but they are food. And
A fruits buyer, Kafayat Akinrotu, said if every Nigerian eats fruits regularly, hospital visits would drop. She said the benefits are not only health related, noting that eating local fruits also supports farmers and boosts rural economy.
Benefit of fruit to my body is because it gives me vitamin and it makes my body to be fresh. Then I love eating fruit because it gives me more appetite to eat more.
Fruit vendors said these crops are not too expensive because they are grown in Nigeria.
The watermelon is like 3,000, but now 3,500, 4,000. So the market is cost now. But people they are coming, the customers they are trying, they are buying in quantities.
Market side, as even I say, I can say.
Fruits remain one of the most affordable and accessible defenses against poor health. Experts say for anyone seeking natural way to stay healthy, the first step is simple. Add more fruits to your plates.
More than 1.5 million candidates who sat for the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination (UTME) scored below 200, according to new data released by the Joint Admissions and Matriculations Board (JAMB). Only about 420,000 of the nearly 2 million candidates surpassed the 200 mark in this year's UTME. In this report, West House's Blessing Obe examines how the 2025 results compare with various previous years and growing national concern over academic performance, her report.
On May 5th, the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board released the performance breakdown for the 2025 UTMA. The figures are worrying. 78.5% of candidates scored below 200, while just 22.15% scored above. Comparatively, in 2024, 76% fell below the 200 mark, while 28% scored above, indicating a 2% rise in low scores and a 6% drop in higher performance. These numbers have sparked concern about the implications for university admissions. Some analysts link the decline to the increasing influence of negative feedback on Nigerians' education, which bettered the school NASCAR mentality and the growing appeal of quick money schemes, which continue to erode the value young people place on education. Experts also point to universities lowering cutoff marks as a response to consistent drops in performance. Reacting to the trend, Professor Taiwo Amos, Deputy Vice Chancellor Academics at the Federal University of Technology Akure, blamed the outcome partly on rural to urban disparities and unequal access to digital learning tools. He also expressed concerns about the dwindling quality of applicants.
We have about 50% who have got some level of passes, which is not good for us anyway, because those who have above 200, which is 50%, are less than 22%, which is not a very good one for us. But like I said, generally the standard has not changed. It might be the quality of our applicants that is diminishing, but in terms of standard, we have not diminished a standard. And again, we have to maybe comment JAMB too, because it's likely that JAMB is more strict. That is, the integrity is by and large getting better.
Other educationists have noted a sharp decline in students' interest in academics, blaming distraction from social media and screen addiction for the falling standards.
That kind of failure is not all connected to the introduction of the children to IT, to technology, because they are not using it resourcefully. Many of these children now, when you see them, instead of them to be concentrating on their studies, what they do most is pressing their phones. Is a reflection of the whole what the society has turned to, and it has become degenerated, that it should be a concern to all of us now to ensure that we all come together to see that this issue is resolved.
With only a fraction of students scoring above the 200 mark, gaining admission into competitive courses in federal and top-ranking state universities may be more difficult this year. However, candidates with scores below 200 still have opportunities, particularly in polytechnics, colleges of education, and private institutions, many of which have adjusted their cutoff marks in line with national trends. The 2025 UTME results underscore the urgent need for reforms in Nigeria's education system. Stakeholders are calling on parents, teachers, and the government to reignite academic enthusiasm among students and restore faith in education as a pathway to personal and national development. Blessing Obi, Osrc News.
Meanwhile, the West African Examination Council (WAEC) is taking a bold step towards modernizing its examination system by proposing a shift from traditional pen and paper test to computer-based examination. The initiative is designed to strengthen the integrity and credibility of its examination while equipping students for a technologically driven future. OSRC's Abidemi Akinretoye now reports. For the first time in its history, WAEC in Nigeria has proposed the introduction of computer-based West African Senior School Certificate Examination for school candidates. The aim is to improve efficiency, minimize malpractice, and better cater for the needs of Nigerian students through the use of modern information and communication technology (ICT). The immediate past principal of Imekun Grammar School, Akure, Okeowo Ogunleye, described the policy as a commendable development, noting that it will promote independent thinking among candidates.
The last one they just introduced is this variation and individualized questions format, which means no candidate will attempt the same questions. I think we need to commend WAEC for this innovation, because it will promote individualism. It will enable the student to read ahead instead of the former idea where students will just be given same question papers. It allows prosing. You see, some students will not even, they've almost relaxed. They don't even read again. But with this new development, it will make the students to read ahead, because fervently they will know that they are not answering the same questions.
Similarly, the proprietress of Mommy's Place International School, Damilola Oshin, stressed the need for thorough planning to ensure the policy's success. She highlighted the digital divide between rural and urban areas as a key challenge that must be addressed.
However, we really need to look at other um, areas that may affect the implementation of such. When we look at the rural areas, I wouldn't know, maybe that could play out there. Even the urban areas, I'm not sure if all schools have enough computers for all their children. So for example, if a school has about 200, 300.
According to education stakeholders, the adoption of computer-based examinations is expected to significantly reduce examination malpractice.
Variation and individualized format will discourage cheating in exam. Since I have different question paper, you have different question paper, there's no way I can cheat on your own. There's no way you can cheat on my own. This will eradicate exam malpractice in our society. You don't need to be told again. It has been the tradition for the past 3-4 years where students don't bother to read anymore because they believe that the answers are already there. But now that there is individualism, there is what we call variation and individualized question format, no candidate will answer. The candidates will never answer the same question. This will discourage what we call exam malpractice in the exam hall.
There will be that kind of supervision, including on when they're doing the exams and things like that. And especially if it's possible to view the face of whoever is writing the exam, it makes it really good. So in a way, I think it will do something about that. It will do something about that, in a way. However, it seems as if people just know how to go around the stated policy of government to do whatever they want to do. So maybe something has to be done in reorientating people about the ills of exam malpractice as well.
However, some students currently writing their WAEC examination expressed concerns. They fear the new method might hinder their ability to express themselves fully and could create time management difficulties.
This type of exam that we are doing now, we have enough time to express ourselves more on paper when we are writing. We have the opportunity to express ourselves more than on that of before.
If you are to write our exam, it's not everybody that can use time, and it's not everybody that can use system. So it's not be difficult.
Despite the concerns, this digital shift marks a new chapter in the administration of examinations in West Africa, one that promises higher standards and better preparation for the future. WAEC's move towards computer-based testing is not just a policy change, it is a step towards redefining the future of learning and assessment in the region. And that's it on Sunshine Reports this afternoon. Join us at 6 for another bulletin. Good afternoon.